Hi, a comedy film that I caught recently in my quest to track down every Peter Sellers film was Orders or Orders, the 1954 film in which he had a supporting role. It's the story of an army encampment which is invaded by an American film company planning to make a movie. The commanding officer is told that it's going to be a film about the qualities and the upstanding contribution of British army men to the world stage, but it's actually going to be an alien invasion picture, as signified by the character wandering around in a robot costume in the back of several scenes. Sellers has a supporting role as the naffy um, Commodore, commissaire. Don't really know what the word is, who is on the fiddle and is getting backhanders from the film producer. The film's particularly noticeable because it has an extraordinary raft of British comic talent of the time. As I say, Sellers. The film producer is played by Sid James in an unconvincing American accent. The band leader on the bass is played by Tony Hancock, who gets the and introducing credit. And Eric Sykes, who co-wrote some of the script, has a cameo as one of the percussionists in the marching band. Um, a lot of it is devoted to the usual bane of such films, which is the romantic subplot between the boring leads, when you want to see more comedy stuff. So that goes on for too long. The film is actually very short. It's only about an hour and a quarter, and it's actually the remake of an adaptation of a play, which would have been performed only a few years after sound started. It's quite brisk, it's quite breezy, but it does feel still somewhat insubstantial. I feel that a lot more could be developed into the central idea of this army base being turned over to a film company in the middle of the early 50s, and there's a lot of satirical material there which it never really touches on. There are, as I say, there are soldiers on the fiddle and backhanders and a degree of chicanery about exactly what kind of film they're making. But I feel it could have been a little bit tighter and certainly funnier, especially as Hancock's character doesn't really have much impact on the rest of the movie. He seems to only be there because he was already a star. So it's interesting from an archaeological point of view of seeing all these comic performers together at a time just before they broke through. But as a film in its own right, I couldn't really recommend it.